let's start off with this. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. I'm gonna put 20 minutes on the clock.
It's time to do.
So this is where we're at, right? I hear people talk all the time, all day long. I'm in meetings, I'm different places, and even I struggle with this, not as much as I used to. I am not as nervous as I used to be when I used to speak publicly, speak to a crowd, speak to a team. I'm a lot more comfortable. However, I know that I still say and likes depending on the conversation, depending on what we're talking about, right? I also say right a lot. And I was thinking of some type of tool, some type of app that could catch these filler words. And I saw one on iOS recently, but number one, there was no Android equivalent. Number two, the way that they said it worked, it was all right. And I was thinking, well, what if we could create our own app that could do something like that, but we also integrate the power of AI to maybe monitor, maybe to listen. And my ultimate goal is that it could give you like an electric shock every time you say the filler word that you're not supposed to say. That might be a little bit overkill, but it would be. I guarantee you would stop saying those filler words. I think we need to monitor our speech better and catch those things. So I wanted to do like, all right, let's create an app that we can that it'll like through Flutter, where it's gonna be on iOS and it would be on Android, and we're gonna be using Supabase to host it. So what I did the other day was I started to spec it out. I started with Gemini, then I went to spec kit, and then I went to and that's as how far I got, right? I got the spec kit, and I was like, you know what, we're gonna finish this on a live stream. I wanted to use Supabase as the backend running through Docker, and we'll figure it out from there, right? But that is the goal. That's the plan for today. So first thing I'm gonna do, I am gonna show you my Gemini prompt that I used to get the idea going. All right. All right, so let's go over to here to see if this works. All right, cool. So this is my, let me close that. So this was my prompt, right? Let's go to, my goodness gracious. All right, so I said to Gemini, there are many people who use filler words. I don't see any good apps that will help people get better at their speech for public speaking and one-on-one conversations. And the thing is, right, public speaking and one-on-one conversations is what is going to lead you to success. Being able to communicate, being able to market, being able to sell yourself, sell your thoughts. A lot that I do now, it's a lot less scripted, and I'm able to wing it a lot more comfortably. All right. So it says, I would like an app idea that would integrate AI to help people stop using filler words when speaking or presenting. So it says, excellent idea. This is a real world problem. Leveraging AI to provide scalable private feedback is a fantastic application, given your background in software development, AI platforms, and building SaaS applications. This is a concept you are uniquely positioned to execute. Well, thank you for the flattery, Gemini. I truly appreciate it. But here's something I want to point out to you. Gemini remembered from our other prompts and other application or our other windows that I have a background in software development, that in AI platforms and in building SaaS applications. I like this was a totally brand new prompt, and it was able to take the memory of other things that we've spoken about. I heard that Gemini's memory was not the best recently, but it looks like it's getting better. It looks like it's getting better. Okay. It says, so here's an idea. Here's a detailed app idea that integrates AI to help users improve their speech. Core concept: a personal AI speech coach that analyzes your speech in real-time form and from recordings to help you identify and eliminate filler words, improve pacing, and speak with more confidence. So key features: practice mode, post-speech analysis, record and transcribe. Users record themselves speaking on any topic, freestyle, practicing a presentation, reading a text. AI-powered report card. After the recording, the app quickly processes the audio and generates a detailed report. Filler words, filler word counter identifies and counts specific fillers like like, you, or you know, so, right. It says it highlights them directly in the transcript. Pace analysis measures words per minute and visualizes it over time. It flags sections where the user was speaking too quickly or too slowly. Pause analysis detects the length and frequency of pauses. It can differentiate between effective strategic pauses and awkward, hesitant silences. Crutch words identification goes beyond simple filler words to identify user specific repetitive words or phrases. And then, for example, at the end of the day, basically, actually, or some people like to say, you know what I'm saying, right? The clarity score, an overall score from 1 to 100 based on the analysis, giving the user a single metric to track, right? We also have live mode, real-time feedback, subtle on-screen prompts. So while the user is speaking during a video call practice, the app can provide gentle real-time feedback. This could be a small, unobtrusive icon on the screen that subtly changes color if you use too many filler words in a short period. A haptic buzz. I want this to be electric shock, but a haptic buzz on your phone or smartwatch for each filler word used, customizable sensitivity, a live word per minute counter to help you manage your pace. And then the integration can work as a desktop app that listens to your microphone input during Zoom, Google Meet, or team calls, providing a private overlay only you can see. Right. So I think that's really cool. AI coach guided exercises, personalized recommendations based on your report card. The AI provides actionable tips. Use 12 times. The next time you're feeling an coming, try taking a silent pause for 2 seconds and said, let's practice that. Guided drills. I'm not gonna read. All right. So reading prompts on various topics for 1 minute without any filler words. Impromptu speaking challenges. Talk about your favorite hobby for 90 seconds. Pacing drills where you must stay within a target word per minute range. And then there's progress tracking, visual dashboards shows the user improving over time, or not. Charting the reduction in filler words and improvement in their clarity score. So now it talks about how we would build it. This project aligns perfectly with your experience in Python, AWS, and AI. Front end, a mobile app, React Native, Flutter. I plan on using Flutter, or a web app, React Vue, a desktop version using Electron that would be ideal for the live mode feature. And then backend would be, they're suggesting Python. I'm not sure yet about that part. AI, machine learning, text to speech to text. You can start with a robust API-based server since you use AWS. Amazon Transcribe would be a natural fit. It provides a fast and accurate transcription with word-level timestamps, which is crucial for analysis. Let's see, filler word and paste analysis. All right, we got that. It's not gonna jump too deep into that. Infrastructure. So for the infrastructure, I said that I would want to use Supabase, right? So that's where we're gonna do our test for today. It says monetization strategy. Let's see. So like if we wanted, like if we were gonna market it for that, we could do that. All right. So I would say I would like to, let's see, would we be able to integrate where the user can have a conversation with AI so they can practice speaking to people? I think that would be very, very important. I'm not gonna read all of that part. Technical using 11 Lab, so text to speech to generate natural sounding audio. Let's see. So, and that's it. Can we use Supabase as a tech stack? So we have that. So Supabase has, the whole tech stack in one. Let's see. All right. So that was basically everything. And then I said, I want to use GitHub Spec Kit so that we can spec out the project. Cool. So now what I'm going to do, I am going to open up Android Studio. Well, before we do that, I'm going to go to Spec Kit's GitHub. Not Spec Kit. We're going to go to Supabase GitHub. I want to start up the Docker for Supabase. And let's see how we get that. So this is what we want to run locally. Let's see if there is a quick and easy way to get it up and running. So there's Flutter, Supabase Flutter. Let's see. Is there a quick start guide? Let's see. auto-generated APIs. So if I do, let's see, we do Supabase Docker. Let's see, self-hosting. How to run Supabase project locally. So let's take a look at this one. I could probably do a Docker compose like I did last time, I suppose. Let's see if they have a Docker compose. Let's see, Docker compose. All right, so let's try this, right? So I'm going to go and I am going to open up a terminal. And we're going to do cd studio projects. And we're going to say cd speak precisely AI. That's what I call it app for now. Speak precisely AI. And we're going to say, no, that's not what I said. Cd dot dot. Let's do, I'll do it in here for now. So let's do git clone. And we're going to clone the Supabase repo. I'm cloning the Supabase repo because I want to start it up with Docker so that we can get it up and running. And once we start up with Docker, we should be able to see a dashboard for Supabase. And then we can go into, so while it's downloading that, while it's cloning the repo, which must be pretty big, while it's cloning the repo, this is the spec kit generated the requirements for our application. So let me go to, and we'll see how fast we can get this actually started, right? Let's see if we can get like a home page or something today. So there goes the first folder for the first set of requirements for the app. Let's take a look at the quick start for that. Is there anything in there? Let's close this down. Maybe there's nothing in there. Let me see. Well, there is something in there. All right, quick start guide, clone and press. Okay, I don't see anything. Let's see what the research. Why am I not seeing anything? Hold on. I don't know why I'm not seeing anything. Should show up in Markdown. All right, there we go. So research, storage layer with self-hosted Supabase, application constraints, scale and scope. The specs is core concept of personalized AI coach that analyzes your speech in real time and forms recordings to help you identify and eliminate filler words, improving pace, and speak with more confidence. This is everything that would go in there. All right, so let's see if Supabase is cloned yet. Still not neat. It's a really big file. That is a really, really big file. So now let's see if we don't have the tasks yet, do we? So let's go to, let me see what branch we're on. So let's do git checkout 001 AI speech coach. And we would do git status specs. All right, so now we want to do I want to do tasks, spec kit, tasks. And all right, so let's do tasks to see what happens with that. Because it should generate all the Ooh, what is going on here? What is this? Gemini CLI API error. Permission denied on resource project. Let me open up the Gemini CLI then. I think it's still not done yet. Let's go to Gemini. So let's try that again. So now we're in here. Let me try that again. Let's see what happens. This thing's only at 15%. That is so weird that it's taking so long. How big is this file? Must be a really big repo. So this thing over here is stuck. Retry. Terminate. If we go here, let me see. We have that. Let's see if that. Why is it getting this error all of a sudden? Consumer invalid. What if we were to? Well, let's do this. Specify tasks. Let me go and look at the spec kit to see why that command isn't working. Let's go over here. Let's see, tasks. Use spec kit task, but let's do. All right, so let's go over here and do spec kit. No, not checklist. Or let's do here. Specify. Specify check. But it's saying that command isn't found. So let's try to. I'm trying to install the tool. I feel like I keep having to install the tool every single time. Let's try it again. Okay. Local bin is not in your path. Use install tools. Export. Let's try this one first. Oops. And we're gonna do this one again. And we're gonna do
Lunch break. Lunch break.
we are going to do specify check. And it says that Kilo IDE base, no CLI check. Gemini CLI is available. GitHub version controller is available. IDE base, no CLI check. What if? All right, when we get back, when we get back, we're gonna try it from the terminal as opposed to from Kilo itself to see if we get anything from there. Right. So that is going to be our first session for today.
It was all good, just a prompt to go. Lines of light made my circuits glow. Now I'm drowning in a sea of code. A bug, a glitch, and the system slowed. I reached too far. Try to debug fate, but the tokens fail, and it's too late. I'm down, down and out of tokens. The lines are cracked, the code is broken. Helpless now, the screen's unspoken. It was all good, just a prompt to go. Syntax screams like a ghost in the shell. Loops on fire, dragging me through